Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. My name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and today we are going to do another recipe in the Ninja Foodi. We are going to go ahead and start the Tender Crisp Frozen to Crispy section. And the next recipe that we're going to be going ahead and getting into for the Ninja Foodi is going to be buffalo chicken wings. And that is going to be the first recipe in the Tender Crisp Frozen to Crispy section. So, with that being said, the little excerpt that it has under there is Procrastinators Rejoice. With a Ninja Foodi on your counter, frozen is the new fresh. Pressure cook frozen meats to quickly defrost and tenderize them at the same time. Then use the crisping lid to crisp your meal the way you want it. So, right now, like I said, we are going to be doing buffalo chicken wings. We are going to go through the ingredients and then we are going to do it step by step as usual. So, right now, we are going to need a half a cup of water, which this is filled to the brim, which is why I'm not lifting it up. Then we're going to need 2 pounds of frozen chicken wings, drums, and flats. Then we are going to need 2 tablespoons of canola oil. Then we need 2 tablespoons of buffalo sauce. And then we need 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. So we are going to go ahead and get into the steps one by one right now. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get into these steps one by one. So the first step says to pour the water into the pot. So let's go ahead and get that done. Then we are going to place the wings into the cook and crisp basket and then place the basket into the pot. So we're going to go ahead and get these wings into the crisp basket action. Okay, so we have the wings into the crisper basket, and the next part of step 1 says to place the basket in the pot. And then assemble the pressure lid, making sure the pressure release valve is in the seal position. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, the pressure lid is assembled on there and it is set to the seal position. So next we are going to select pressure after we turn it on. Actually, nope, you just got to select pressure. So we are going to select pressure. Then we see that it is on high, which it needs to be. Then we are going to set the time to 5 minutes. And then we are going to hit start. And that is going to build up pressure. And then we will move on to the next step when it is time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, it went off a few minutes ago. I apparently did not hear it. So let's go ahead and get that pressure released. As you can see, there's not much pressure left in there because I missed it when it went off. So while that pressure is releasing, the next thing we are going to do is, it says, carefully remove the lid when it is finished releasing pressure. Then pat the wings dry with a paper towel and toss with 2 tablespoons of oil and then put back in basket. So we're going to go ahead and get these wings out of here and put into a bowl to toss with oil. And then we're going to get them back in the basket. And then I'll show y'all what happens when we move on to the next step. All right, here's what I am doing to dry them off. I take them out. They are extremely hot. Put it in the paper towel, close the paper towel a couple of times. Make sure that they are dry. And then I put it in the bowl. I'll show you with a drum. I do the exact same thing. And then just let it roll off in the bowl. So once we are done getting that done, we will go ahead and toss it with oil, and I'll show you me doing that, and then we'll get them back in the basket. Okay, so we got all of the wings dried off in the bowl. Now we are going to go ahead and toss the wings with the 2 tablespoons of oil. And it specifies canola oil, so I am actually using canola oil this time instead of my regular garlic infused oil. Okay, the wings are coated in the oil. Let's get them back in the basket. And then now that they are back in the basket, we are going to close the crisping lid. We are going to set the temperature to 390, which it is already set at. And we are going to set the time to 15 minutes. And then we are going to hit start. And then it says after about 7 minutes, open the lid and toss the wings with silicone tip tongs, or toss or shake the basket. So I have silicone tip tongs that I will toss them with. And so I will see y'all in about 7 minutes. Okay, so we had let it get down to the 7 minute mark. So we are going to go ahead and just toss them around in here. And I'll show you what they look like real quick. I'll show you what one of them looks like at the 7 minute mark. Starting to get some color on there. So, yeah, we'll put them back in for the next 7 minutes. And then we will move on to the next step. Action. Okay, so it says, while the wings are cooking, stir together the buffalo sauce and the salt in a mixing bowl. So let's go ahead and get that done. And then says when the cooking is complete, transfer wings to a large mixing bowl and toss with buffalo sauce to coat. So we'll go ahead and get that done when the timer runs out. Action. Okay, so there's about 5 seconds left. Then we're going to go ahead and take them out and put them in this large mixing bowl right here, and then toss them with the sauce. Let me grab my tongs. And it says that it's done. So here we go. You can hear them popping. They've got some nice color on them. So let's get them in the bowl and get them tossed with the sauce. Action. Okay, let's go ahead and get that sauce put in there and get these wings tossed. All right, they are tossed. Let's go ahead and get them out on a plate and then get that taste test in. Action. All right, we got the wings out on a plate, so we are going to go ahead and get that taste test in. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this flat that's right here on top. Cheers. They're good. They're done. The crispiness is somewhat there, but not all the way there. And I think there's actually a little bit too much salt. I don't think that you needed to add 2 tablespoons of salt to that buffalo sauce. Other than that, they have good flavor. Action. So the wings were pretty good. I definitely like them. The only thing that I really would say is that you don't need those 2 teaspoons of salt added to the buffalo sauce. But other than that, they are definitely good. They're done. If you want them a little bit more crispy, I would say leave them in there for maybe about 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes. But they definitely have good flavor. They're tender. And then the sauce is good as well, depending on what your favorite buffalo sauce is. Just don't use 2 extra teaspoons of salt. But other than that, like I say all the time, my name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas. And make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram. It helps out the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. When you do that stuff like liking, comment, sharing, subscribe, it gets the videos out to more people by some sort of YouTube algorithm. So with that being said, until the next video, this has been Buffalo Wings and the Ninja Foodi. And I will catch y'all on the flip side.